Hey YouTube, how's it going? Well, I tell you what, it's been going pretty good during the daytimes because the daytime temperature is generally getting up into the upper 60s and into the mid 70s, and not so great at night because it's still dropping down into the 40s. It's even hit the 30s a couple of times. That part's not so wonderful. And then of course, what have I been doing for like the last week since the last daily vlog? Yeah, I'm doing wonderful with that, ain't I? Oh man, that's terrible. I have spent an awful lot of time in the last week feeling kind of really fuzzy-headed, you know? The kind of thing that is caused by all the wonderful pollen-y things that happen in spring. Yeah, you know, grass starts to grow, various and sundry plants start to grow, and so on, and all of a sudden the air's full of pollen things. Yeah, that's wonderful. Leaves you feeling kind of drowsy half the time, leaves you feeling kind of bleh, you know. Your eyes feel like freaking coffee saucers or something, you know, and oh, bloodshot and so on. At least they feel bloodshot. I actually don't bother to look. What can I say? And so, as proof of that, in the last 3 days, I have spent an awful lot of time watching video in the last couple of weeks, but in the last 3 days, I think I've established a new personal record. 83 episodes of Scott Manley's Interstellar Quest in 3 days. And that third day isn't over yet. And when I finish this, I'm going to go ahead and watch episode 84. And probably 85 and 86 and so on. I mean, granted, they're generally about 20-minute episodes, but still, that's a lot of video. Yeah. Meanwhile, in the speaking of Kerbal Space program, KSP 1.1 is getting that much closer to full release, which I am guessing will be within the next week to week and a half, something like that. Not exactly sure, but you never are, because they almost never give release dates, which is a good idea from a developer standpoint, because that way, if they have to push it back for some reason, they don't get nailed by thousands of people for not meeting a published release date, which is a good reason to not publish a release date. Yeah. And with all that, KSP 1.1 pre-release seems to be running pretty good. I've actually did manage to tear myself away from videos long enough a couple of times in this last week to do KSP 1.1 live streams, in which I am designing, building, testing things that I'm going to want to use in a career playthrough later on, once the full release is out. And that's been a lot of fun. And I'm thinking probably tomorrow evening, Monday evening, I will be doing another such KSP 1.1 live stream. In still more KSP news, anybody getting tired of that yet? I'm not. You remember a thing that I was calling the long season, taking place in KSP 0.90 with KSP Interstellar and a whole mess of mods and whatnot? You remember how that series came to a sudden, unexplained stop many months ago? Well, it's kind of hard to continue a series when the save it's based on is seemingly not where you left it. Yeah. Well, today I located that save. And in spite of the fact that 1.1 is like literally right around the corner, I'm actually thinking about cranking up 0.90 and continuing that long season. I mean, it only got to episode 22. It wasn't exactly what I'd call long, now was it? And of course, on the other side of that coin, I'm thinking, well, gee, wait to 1.1, wait till the mods are updated and restart. Because all the 1.1 goodies and whatnot. Most importantly, things like 64-bit Windows executables that are actually supported by Squad and work good and don't crash. And with that 64-bit thing, it breaks apart the old 4 gigabyte barrier, which means a whole lot more can be loaded in and going without dropping the frame rate too low, without having it crash because of out-of-memory errors and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm still thinking about that. Meanwhile, tomorrow evening, somewhere between 6 and 8 p.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/TinFoilChef, KSP 1.1 streaming. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.
It's the TinFoilChef.